What's up, y'all? This is Sunny, and this is my coming out video. So, this is a Fems coming out video. So, I mean, I've seen hundreds of coming out videos, but I really haven't seen, stud or femme coming out videos, because maybe it's only because I watch stud videos. But so this is a Fems coming out video, and I know people think that it can be easier for a femme for some reason, and it's not. It wasn't as bad. Like, my coming out video wasn't as bad as I seen. Like, I seen some people who said, like, when they came out, they got kicked out their house and shit, and their parents disowned them and shit, and mine just wasn't like that. With my mom, I was the scariest person in the whole wide world to tell my mom. She's really, really religious, and I thought she was just gonna disown me on the spot, so I was scared as fuck to tell my mom. I had already told my dad, and it was just one like summer day a couple years ago, and my best friend was over, and her girlfriend had to came and picked her up, and me and my mom were outside, and so my mom, seeing that she hopped into the car with a stud, and my mom was all like, oh, is that her cousin? And I was all like, no, that's her friend. And she's like, oh, is that her brother's friend? And I was like, no. She's like, oh, that's her girlfriend? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, she likes girls? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, do you like girls? And I'm like, one thing I'm not is a liar. If you don't ask me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I can be sneaky and I can go around it, but I'm not gonna lie to you in your face. So I mean, I felt like I had to say what I had to say, so I was like, yeah, I like girls. And it was an awkward little silence, and she was all like, I'm not mad at you. I still love you regardless. It's not my place to judge you for your sins. You're going to have to deal with that when you're going to have to deal with that on your judgment day. She's like, it's not right with God. I don't believe it's right. And, I'm not going to accept it, but I still love you regardless. And, so I was happy it ended up well. And she had me rolling, because she was like, I still don't understand what you think about, I still don't understand why you want to, titty rub with another girl. And I couldn't. I was so weak. I was crying and laughing. That shit was too funny. I just didn't know what the fuck to say about that shit, She was all like, sex with a girl is just titty rubbing. That's just nasty. And I was just like, okay, mom, whatever, So we left it go. And we left it, dropped it, let it go. So one of my girlfriends, was the first girl I took to meet her. And my ex-girlfriend is the first girl I took to meet her, and she loved her. She loved her so much. She said, like, she could come over anytime. Like, she loves her. Like, I don't know why, because she was great, but she wasn't all that great. She had her flaws like everybody else, but, my mom really loved her, and that's good. I guess it was just because she completely was herself around her, and so my mom really liked that and enjoyed that. And I was really scared to take her to bring her to my mom's and just kind of just like, surprise, I'm here, this is her, blah blah blah. We chilled for a minute, and then we left, and my mom gave her a beer and everything, which was weird. And so we left, and I had accidentally introduced her to another stud after which, and my mom kind of like flipped about it, like, because my ex-girlfriend was kind of girly, and the other stud was more like a stud. With hair cut off and everything, And my mom, I could just see it all in her face, like she was just not happy. She was not happy at all, And and I had left with that girl for like a week or whatever. And my mom was just, I don't live with my mom. I was living with my dad at the time, and I accidentally ran, like, the thing is, like, the girl had picked me up from my mom's house, and that's where she had to meet her at. And after that, everything changed. My mom, she was just unhappy for a long time, and I used to come over to my mom's house for weeks and weeks at a time, and then I would go to my dad's house. Like, I lived at my dad's house, but I would be at my mom's house for weeks and weeks and weeks. And after that incident, she told me that she only wanted me to come over on weekends, because if she allowed me to be at her house all the time, that means that she accepted how what I liked, and she didn't want that under her roof, and she didn't accept it. And that shit really, really hurt. That shit really, really hurt me. I don't understand how a parent can choose between, their religion and their child. I don't understand that at all. You can believe in your religion, but you can still love your child. Like, there ain't nothing wrong, But I mean, I have to say that shit really hurt me. I didn't fuck with her for a couple months, because I was really hurt. You know, she just kind of just like threw me like I don't know. My feelings was really hurt though, you know. But I mean, I wasn't mad at her though because she has every right to feel that way. You know, she don't have to accept it. She don't have to do nothing with it. You know, she can. She has the right to feel the way that she's gonna feel. You know, so I wasn't mad at her. I was just hurt by it. You know, I eventually started coming around more. Now I live with my mom, and she do not like that I'm gay, man. I can't have nobody over ever. She's hella strict on her rules. She makes me go to church every Sunday. Not that I don't believe in God, and not that I don't want to go to church every Sunday. I like going to church, but I'm not trying to go to church every Sunday and hear the pastor talk about how being gay is wrong. You know, that's just my opinion. And yeah, so that's my coming out story with my mom, and this is part 1, so part 2 will be about with my dad. Alright, thank you, subscribe.